Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Macklin's Ravens going up against Green's Bengals. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And remember, he was a day-one starter his rookie year, and that was the year of the lockout, so he didn't even get the OTAs and minicamp that led into it. Led his team to the playoffs that year, led his team to the playoffs his first 5 years in the league before a 6-9-1 record in 2016.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Dalton with a give to Hill. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
When you're right on the verge of being a top 10 overall offense in the NFL, you would think that things are pretty good for your team. But the Bengals want to improve. They were 13th in rushing, and for a team that wants to run the football first, last, and always, that's an area that they're trying to jump up in 2017.
2nd down following the run. They run it again with Hill. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
When talking about the Ravens' defense, it's pretty easy to take them for granted, isn't it? They're traditionally a top 10 defense, but if you take a closer look at the numbers in 2016, that might surprise you about how good they were during the season. 5th against the run, 9th against the pass, 7th overall. Once again, the Baltimore Ravens, one of the better defenses in the NFL.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Now the left-footed punter in his 9th year, Kevin Huber on to kick. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So a long field ahead for the Ravens to start things out. The MVP of Super Bowl 47 leading his crew out there from Delaware, it's Joe Flacco.
And what a career it's been for Joe Flacco. Began his college career at Pitt before transferring to Delaware, and boys, he carried it over into the NFL. 4,300 yards passing in 2016, a career high.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Carry here for Terrence West. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Flacco off play action. Catch made there by Brett Perriman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's going to look deep for Perriman. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. And here now, the Baltimore offense.
This organization's identity for years has been its defense. But if you take a closer look at the offense in 2016, better than you might think. 17th overall, 12th in passing. They're looking to take the next step now to becoming a top 10 offense in the NFL.
2nd down following the incompletion. And again, it's Flacco to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Vincent Ray leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. This is West. And some room to run now. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Terrence West, 24 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's West that finishes it off with a touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step. And that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Second down, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Dalton throwing on second down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
You think about the great tandems that we've had this decade in the NFL. Think about Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Brady, and Gronk. But look, Andy Dalton and A.J. Green, they have to rank in there, don't they?
Yeah, and two guys that came from the same draft class.
A.J. Green in the first round, Andy Dalton in the second round. And what they've meant to the Cincinnati Bengals franchise has been everything. A lot of playoff appearances.
In the red zone this time. Dalton operating in the red zone now. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phase phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The return man, Chris Moore. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Joe Flacco here. We get a peek at what he's done so far in this game. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense has it first and 10. Operating off play action. Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Now it's Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Flacco now. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Play action, Flacco. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Brett Perriman there, and it's 3rd down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
The Cincinnati defense is well respected around the league, but they didn't play to their standard in 2016 if you just look at the pure numbers. Ended up 17th overall in total defense, but in the tough division that they're in, the AFC North, they have to be better against the run. They ranked just 21st in 2016. That's got to change for them to make the improvement they want in 2017.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, Flacco. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With Steve Smith retiring, someone's got to fill the void as the #1 receiver for the Baltimore Ravens. And Brashad Perriman, going into his 3rd year, this needs to be his time.
First-round pick, of course, missed all of his rookie year with a knee injury, 33 catches last year.
He has the ability. Now he has to just go out and do it.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Setting up to throw, Flacco. His pass caught at the 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to pound it in with West. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Fresh set of downs here. And Dalton hands to Hill. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Dalton here from the gun. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 10-7 our score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Dalton to Hill on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start on the ground with West. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Flacco hooking up with Wallace for a Raven first down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep. Wiley?
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Now West. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Flacco here on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, I think a lot of people thought that Baltimore would draft at least one runner. In fact, they didn't take any skill position players in the draft. So I think a lot's still going to fall on Terrence West.
Well, he did have over 1,000 yards from scrimmage last year, a career high. First carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Flacco off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Brett Perriman, 41 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. They'll run. This is Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. C.J. Mosley. able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
False start, offense.
It's second down. Dalton looking. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 62 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. This will be Dalton again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So on 4th down, Marvin Lewis sends on the field goal unit. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. To return, here's Michael Campanero. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. They begin here with a run by West. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry, near the bottom of the league. First and 10 here for Flacco. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Flacco to Perriman, and the Ravens have a first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll run it with West. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Woodhead. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now Flacco. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco from the gun. Dumps it off to Woodhead. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
You're never supposed to take a player for granted, but you almost do with Justin Tucker, don't you?
Last year, how good was he?
He was phenomenal. The one miss that he had on the season was a block against New England, correct?
Yeah, he was 38 of 39, also didn't miss a PAT.
And one thing you want to do, if you want to book him as an opera singer, you better get on the boards early. Justin Tucker can sing it now.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And heading back out there, Giovanni Bernard getting ready to go again. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here, losing in the 2nd quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. 2nd down now after the incompletion. To throw again, Dalton. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Some things you just accept as fact in the NFL. And one that is true, the Baltimore Ravens are going to attack you on defense and create turnovers and takeaways. Their secondary had 18 interceptions in 2016.
That was tied for the most in the league. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And Watson has it right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. first and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the gun, Flacco, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They go pass again with Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Dalton. Incomplete. He was trying to go back to LaFell, and it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Another chance for Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And it'll be Dalton again. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Jeremy Hill there was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Dalton here from the gun. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Bullock will put this one through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get to the highlights. The Bengals haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Ravens will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Ravens with possession halfway through one. West is going to look for space, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. Bengals have it at the 19. Dalton hooks up with his speedy rookie from Washington, John Ross. And this play will go for 6. Bengals tied up at 7. Set up now 3rd and 7. Here the catch is made way downfield. This goes for a touchdown. Ravens push the lead to 10. Bengals have the football midway through the second. Here the defense will come up with a pick. Ravens take advantage and return it for a TD. Ravens push the lead to 17. Bengals have it late in the first half. Dalton's going to get the hook up with his receiver, Brandon LaFell. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 28-yard line. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Paul Brown Stadium for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The drive begins with a handoff to West. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the ground, it's West again. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah,
it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Flacco. Smith catches left side. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Flacco off play action. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Max Williams, 40 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Dalton now to pass. Green with a catch left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Campanaro on the return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there ends up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And out now, here come the Bengals. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Hill, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Second down, Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, it's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
So they're going to go for 2. Andy Dalton. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. But it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. He's been great. Looked down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the third quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Flacco here on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Ravens on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. Operating off play action. Flacco. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Kevin Minter in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Jones. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And the Bengals take possession. Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First and 10 for Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third and short. Now the Bengals on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that third and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. McCarron to throw for it on 4th. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Instead of your kicker, yeah. the toss. There goes West. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
As aggressive as Cincinnati is on defense, I was surprised that they only had 33 sacks last season.
Yeah, bottom half of the NFL.
I think that helped contribute to them not making the playoffs. Remember, they had a nice little run going. That's the first time they missed in the last 6.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. Only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
To go here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down following the run. Passing, it's Dalton. Underneath here to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down throw coming for Dalton. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another chance for Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell Suggs from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw here, Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Michael Johnson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Flacco to throw. He's got it to West on the dump off. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. C.J. Mosley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Throw left side, complete to Ross. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Dalton here from the gun. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a handoff looking right. Skirts by him at the 35. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Bootleg. Flacco. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run again here with West. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On the ground, this is Woodhead. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To pass, Flacco. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Stays on his feet. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They need a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a right side completion here by LaFell. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Second and 10. Dalton once more. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And it'll be Dalton again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. This will be Dalton again. And the grab by Croft. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down, just 1 yard to go.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Another chance for Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd and short. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And to give this time to the tailback. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw again. Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion, A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.